Hi everyone, it's Bella, and today I'd like to talk to you about the new moon in Aries on the 11th or 12th of April 2021, depending on where you are, at 22 degrees. And this new moon in Aries is an opportunity for a new beginning or new seeds being planted in an area of your life where you'll find Aries in your chart. And coming from the previous energy that we've had with the full moon in Libra, we're really coming from a place where we have had to deal with some wounding that's come to the surface. We've had some forgiveness that's taken place, hopefully. Some more understanding of ourselves and of each other and our relationships and our self-worth. And we've moved and worked very much inwardly on what we need and how we need it and who we need and what we require to be more wholly healthy on all levels, our soul nutrition, if you will. And we've done some healing, we've got some new perspectives on who we are, who we were, and who we are now, and who we want to keep moving towards within ourselves as we move forward in our new approach in our lives right now, and especially with all the changes that's coming ahead. This new moon is definitely bringing changes going forward, new beginnings, decisions that need to be made. And this new moon is really the beginning of the unfoldment of the energy for the rest of this year. And so it is a very important new moon. It's got a very masculine energy, a very go do it now energy. And it requires us to use new actions, new methods, new ways of communication, of dealing with our goals moving forward, new ways of going about our goals. It's an active action towards starting movement in some area of our lives, moving forward in a new way, and meeting new people, moving into new neighborhoods for some, actively making decisions in our lives from an authentic place. It's original energy that we're dealing with. We're dealing with original ideas. It's initiating energy. It's independent energy. It's got to do with conversations, relationships, contracts and agreements, maybe even purchasing property for some, making deals, expressing ourselves, expressing our feelings, starting new businesses, jobs, etc. Changes. We're coming from the past and moving into the future now. And we have a wonderful mutual reception between Mercury and Mars. And they're forming a harmonious sextile with this new moon. Mars is out of bounds and things can move really quickly. Many things can be moving at the same time or starting at the same time, so it's very important for us to stay adaptable, to stay clear-headed. We might want to make rash decisions. We might have more than one choice, or we might be taking or maybe even starting more than one thing at this time. And it's very important for us to go back to ourselves at this time. We have to remember that Aries is an energy of beginnings, also the beginning of you, the seed of you, the power of you as an individual. And that's really where your power is. And trusting yourself, letting go of doing things the old way. You cannot move forward doing things the same any longer. It needs to be going in a new way, but in who you've always been at the core. So it's almost like the old you, but in the new you that's being reborn. doing things in a new way for new results in regards to your future. And Venus is also squaring Pluto in this new moon. And there can be some doubts in yourself, and fears, even power struggles. Can I afford it? Do I deserve this? This has never happened to me before. Is it going to last? But it's very important for us to trust ourselves during this time, assert ourselves, apply ourselves, go forward bravely in the midst of fear, but really go back to who you were at the beginning, who you really are before people started affecting you, before circumstances started changing you, and using your power moving forward. Now, Jupiter and Saturn is also making really good aspects with this new moon, so you are more clear on what you want and how you want to go about it. You're more optimistic, and you should feel more realistic as well at this time. And like I said, there can be more than one way of doing something here, or more choices, more than one choice coming in, more than one path or methods. So it's a raw and fast and pure energy that's coming forth here. You really have to ask yourself, who am I now? And how authentic can I, how can I move forward as authentic as possible? And at the same time, this new moon is at the 22-degree point, and the number 22 is one of the most powerful numbers by some experts in numerology. It's also known as the master builder number of turning dreams into reality. It's related to things coming full circle, bringing something into completion. It also connects to the Hebrew alphabet that has 22 letters, from creation to eternity. It combines being systematic and intuitive and idealistic and also practical. So it's great energy to go forward towards our goals, but also not at other people's expense. So remembering that just as much as we have now been becoming more aware of our boundaries and our authenticity and being in our own power and saying yes to the things that we need in our lives, we also need to respect that in regards to others. And that everyone's sovereignty is important. This new moon is also in the nakshatra of Revati, which is connected to guiding the soul home. It's ruled by Mercury as well, and Mercury is also disposing over Mars, which is the ruler of this new moon. That's in Gemini at the moment, and it's connected to prosperity and seeing the bigger picture. So this new moon brings in new beginnings that can have extremely positive results. Venus is still in detriment and combust in Aries and not very comfortable where she is, and with her square to Pluto, there can be some obsessive issues, or it can be hard for us to let go of something, or there could be some challenges working through some intense issues still in regards to power struggles or fears from the past, or things that we still need to shed. For some it can be a bit harder for others, but Venus will be moving into her home sign on the 14th of April. Will she be moving into Taurus, where she will be affecting us in a way more auspicious way than she has been for the last 9 months or so, where relationships have been much more difficult and not as harmonious as they usually can be. And during this time, we can also experience some fears related to being independent or losing our independence or our individuality. Unsure, again, like I've said, of what we deserve or how we can be free, whether it's in our workplace, in our relationships, or just in our general lives, on a general level, financially, but on a collective level as well, with everything going on around us. We can be feeling like we might not have a say anymore. So these are all things that could be coming up for us at this time. But it's important not to rush decisions, stay clear-headed and adaptable. We will also be, like I said, things will be moving much faster, so we will be making decisions probably faster than normal, but at the same time, try not to be impulsive with them. You want to be more aware of the blood, the sexual organs, muscles, your teeth, tongue, liver, the gallbladder, the mouth, the head. These organs can be a bit more sensitive during this time as well. And if you're trying to start new businesses or start anything new during this time, some wonderful auspicious dates for that is the 13th, 14th, and 15th of April. And also from the 20th of April onwards into May. There's some wonderful energies with both Venus and Mercury becoming visible. After that date, it's kind of hard to pin down the exact date. We'll have to see, but it should be around from the 20th onward, which is really auspicious for anything related to financial decisions, relationship decisions, new businesses, marketing, publishing, writing, anything of that sort. And you should also be seeing in the areas of Taurus and Libra in your chart, you will be noticing that things might be going a bit more positively for you once Venus becomes visible again as an evening star, and also with Mercury being more visible in the areas of Virgo and Gemini. So that is what I'd like to share with you today. I'd also like to read to you the inside degrees of 22 Aries. Puppets coming alive at night. The inner worlds can be just as animated, as fully fleshed out, as vivid and vibrant as any outer world could ever hope to match. There are vast kingdoms to explore on the inner. It is all a matter of motivation. If you seek for inward substantiation, you will get it to infinity and beyond. Here you get what you ask for. Everything snowballs. It tests you mightily in that everything inside comes out. A wish like magic becomes embodied. Being so fertile and ingenious is one of the most demanding possible arenas to put yourself in. Most difficult of all is that if you fear or dread, resist or deny, these too have full power to play themselves out all the way. The inner life becomes the place where everything's happening, and where you must cultivate your highest and your best, or else be treated to the validation and proof of whatever you put in there coming out, again amplified, magnified, and completely full on. So this is a very full on energy moving forward, and may the sun shine bright on you this day. and may you have blessings coming your way. Till next time.